Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a Virgo full moon reading for my dearest Sagittarius. This full moon, also known as the snow moon, the storm moon, the hunger moon, is happening on February 27th. It's the last full moon of the astrological year. In the midst of dreamy Pisces season, this full moon in earthy Virgo has the power to make the ethereal tangible, to turn our dreams into 3D reality. If we're willing to put in the work and focus, pay attention to detail, we can use this lunation's service-oriented and meticulous Virgo energy to move the castles we've built in the sky to solid ground. A trine between this full moon and Uranus gives this period a little twist. Original plans could quickly change, or new opportunities could materialize right in front of our eyes. The mutable Pisces Sun and Virgo Moon will allow us to move through changes with grace and ease. Okay, my dear Saggies, I'm going to ask that you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you would like to get your hands on the decks that I'm using, I have them listed and linked in order of appearance. Feel free to comment and ring that notification bell if you want to get updates whenever I upload new content. All right, let's see what messages we have in store for Sagittarius for this full moon in Virgo. Virgo full moon messages, please, for my dearest Sagittarius. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords in reverse. A little bit of confusion, maybe if this has to do with a particular relationship. You may not be in communication. It can mean gossip. It can also mean, just sort of pulling back, watching, but not quite communicating. All right, so here we have the World card. Beautiful. Magician in reverse. Okay. The Hanged Man in reverse. The Five of Swords in reverse. That's how we want to see it. Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh, there's some clarity coming, Sag. And your final energy. I can't get this. Okay, is the Page of Coins in reverse. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the overall energy here is. It is the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, Sag, so it looks like there is some sort of separation here. It could be a love partnership. It could be that there's a lack of balance in your relationships at this time. But it could be an inner balance that needs to be achieved. Okay, so this is Cancer energy. Some of you guys, this may be a relationship, a long-term partnership that is coming to an end. Now, I do urge you guys to play with time because it doesn't have to be right now. It could be a past connection that's still sort of affecting you, that needs to be purged or needs to be healed. You guys are showing up as the Page of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. You could have this in your chart, or you could be dealing with an air sign or a water sign. It could be that there's no communication between you guys, all right? And some of you may be looking for reconciliation or just clarity and closure. I'm getting a very sort of Mercury retrograde vibe, and I'm doing this almost as Mercury is going direct, okay? So for some of you, this could be something that happened, or a download, or a message that you received during Mercury retrograde through Mercury's retrograde through Aquarius. The truth of your relationships, or your energy at this time, is the World card. So this is beautiful because it does tell me that this is a cycle that's being closed out. This is telling me that, you're ready for something new. And even if it may not feel this way, and I'm really sort of getting almost a tower moment for some of you, you're ready to embrace the new. You've learned some very difficult lessons, and this is absolutely meant to happen. Now, the intentions that you should set, we have the Magician in reverse. So this is interesting energy. This is Virgo and Gemini energy. And when the Magician is in reverse, it can talk about trickery, manipulation, but it also can speak about a frustration of not being able to reach your goals or manifest what it is that you set. And Spirit's really coming through here with the World card, because it's the only card that's in the upright here. And this is telling me that this is divine timing, divine intervention. There may have been something, Sag, that you were trying for that wasn't aligned with who you truly are. Okay. And the Magician in reverse, this energy is like, there's a frustration here because you weren't able to get what you want, to do what you want. This situation didn't live up or meet your expectations. But Spirit says there's a reason for this. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy, we are moving into Pisces season. This is about Neptunian energy, illusions, and you're really getting a completely new perspective here. So whatever happened here, Sag, if it's a lack of balance, if it's emotional distance, if it's a physical separation from you and this person or this thing, okay, something that you were trying to manifest, you're being given a higher perspective. And where you've been maybe a fly on the wall, where you've pulled back, where you've been trying to get clarity, all of this absolutely is coming in. Because I'm going to read these two cards together, Sag. You have the 5 and the 7 of Swords. You're coming out of conflict as a result of this new perspective. And the 7 of Swords in reverse, it's like what's being revealed to you as a result of this up-leveling, as a result of moving through these illusions, of seeing past the veil, is you're seeing what no longer serves you. You're seeing what may have been taken from you, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, and it's allowing you to it's correcting. Your soul is bringing you back onto its true path. Now we have the Page of Coins in reverse here, Sag, and this is an energy of feeling hesitant, feeling like you're not prepared. Okay, and Spirit wants you to know you absolutely are prepared for this because you are showing up as the World. Okay, the World card tells me you're completing a cycle, that you're going to be a brilliant success here. But there's hesitation, there's nervousness, there's anxiety, there's like feeling like I can't do this. And what they're showing me here is there's a meme that I always refer to and I love it. And it's about it's like a baby angel, a cherub, and a father. And the baby is learning how to fly. And he says, "Papa, but what if I fall?" And the father's response is, "No, my child, what if you fly?" And if we look here, we have the World card. So this is the journey of the Fool, coming to a place where the Fool finally has learned the lessons, stepping off of that cliff and really being embraced by the universe. And that's what I'm picking up here, that there's a little bit of a fear here associated with closing out this cycle or leaving this situation behind. Not for all of you. Is it going to be love? It could be something that you were working on, a career or a creative project. It could be a friendship. But Spirit's saying, there's a lot that's being turned upside down. And remember in the introduction, I talked about, Uranus is playing into this reading, into this energy. So there are unexpected shifts and turns and shakeups, new opportunities materializing out of thin air, and you might feel unprepared, but Spirit's saying that it's quite the contrary, Sag. This is absolutely meant for you. All right. So we get contract. So for some of you guys, this is about a karmic situation coming to an end. It may be a marriage. It may be a job. It may be, it can be a friendship. It can be anything. But what I'm seeing here is, with her eyes closed, with her eyes blindfolded, you are seeing a higher perspective, and Spirit wants you to know that you've generated some beautiful karma here. So things are going to be balanced out in your favor, despite how it might feel. Yeah. And we have financial constraints. For some of you, this is about your finances. This is about work. You're coming out of a feeling of lack, or that's the spiritual lesson that needed to be learned here. Okay, and we get your card. This is the energy of patience, but 16 is the major arcana number for the Tower. So a major shakeup. For some of you, I did get this has to do with a lease or an apartment or a home or a car or something like that. But for others of you, it absolutely is a love relationship, okay, or a soulmate relationship. And I do feel like it's a karmic relationship. We have her holding this clock, which for me is about divine timing. Okay, so if everything sort of feels turned upside down, I'm hearing, patience, my child, patience. You will get where you need to go. You will get through this with grace and with ease. It's like with this 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords and the Neptunian energy, you're being shown what you needed to see in order to complete this and move into a different timeline. Yeah, and you're walking away from someone or something. And I do feel like, there is a little bit of nostalgia here. We see her looking back and she's moving through these golden gates, right? But we see these 2 butterflies. There's transformation, okay? And this isn't just because we're closing out this one chapter. It doesn't mean that something new and beautiful isn't coming towards us. Yeah, and we get this Archangel Gabriel. So Gabriel is about healing, but this is the 5th chakra, and for me, this is really, really relevant, especially because this card wanted to come out in the reverse about Mercury retrograde. There's something that happened or something that was revealed. There could have also been like a misunderstanding as well that's being worked through. Okay, but with Archangel Gabriel, he's the announcer. He dictated the Quran to Muhammad. He came to Mother Mary in the Bible to tell her that she was pregnant with Jesus. And this is the message here. You are pregnant here. Look at this. We see your card, the patience. For me, this is the temperance card as well. That she has this clock right in front of that sacral chakra. Something is developing here. Something is being created. There's a cycle that's being closed out so that something new can be birthed. And I love that imagery there for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and see what else comes through for my dearest Sagittarius. Additional messages, please, for Sagittarius. All right, we get coherence. All right, so the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. Yes, there is something here that wasn't aligned with you, Sag, that's being purged, that's being released, and it may have been something that you were holding on to for quite some time, and I feel as if there was divine intervention, something that may come as a shock or an upset of communication, something that you saw, something that you heard. But it's really showing you what needs to go, what you need to walk away from. It can be something internal as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be a partnership or a relationship. It could just be showing you what was out of balance. Maybe you were overgiving to a particular person or situation, and you're being called to set, stronger boundaries. So it doesn't all have to be, I'm leaving this person or you're leaving your partner. And look, we get the solar plexus chakra just as I'm talking about boundaries. It's our sense of self, our personal power, our willpower, our knowing of who we are and what is our contribution to the whole. Yeah, so many of you guys are coming into alignment with your true soul's path. And this is what was coming out earlier, completing a cycle. You're seeing what was holding you back and you're no longer willing to tolerate that. All right, so let's go ahead and see what final messages come through for my dearest Sagittarius. Okay, you get honestly assess. Beautiful. So this is about seeing, what I'm seeing? She's seeing the matrix. Okay, she's seeing, or this person here, Sag, this is you seeing beyond the 3D. And it's an honest assessment of what no longer is working for you. We have these financial constraints. This can be in a relationship, this can be at work, this can be something that's going on within, and you're cutting away that which no longer serves you. You're seeing things for what they really truly are, and you're no longer willing to put up with anything that is no longer aligned with you. All right, So this is from Tess Whitehurst and Sedona Soulfire's Cosmic Dancer Oracle. And it's saying that this situation calls for examination and review. Take a step back and honestly assess how far you've come, where you are now, and where you'd like to be. Bravely look within to discover what can be improved or refined. On a spiritual and emotional level, identify what pulls you out of loving presence, and that's what you're being shown. You're being shown what is pulling you out of loving presence. What inner pain, struggles, or limiting beliefs can you recognize, release, and transmute into love? The magician is able to transmute anything negative into love, you guys. Pay special attention to emotions such as jealousy, judgment, guilt, or feeling closed off from your emotional flow. On the physical and tangible level, what is it that you most want to accomplish or experience, and how can you get there from where you are? Wow, Sagittarius. So really, really strong transformation energy here. All right, you guys, I hope you found clarity and guidance in this reading. I love you so much. Have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.